Hello. Yes, I look this crazy. Okay, I am wrapping gifts, and it's kind of like a tradition of mine to like dress very elfish when I wrap gifts. So I've got my Grinch shirt on. It's like green, but then you can see in like the print of the fabric that it's the Grinch. And I've had these for years now. And I've got my Fa La 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 Llama socks on and my sparkly gold shoes. So I dress very elvish when I wrap gifts. Anyway, to the point. So, just so you know, I really don't like this hairstyle on myself. I didn't want to take the time to curl my hair before I wrapped the gifts. And so I decided to just do something silly so I felt like funny instead of just feeling blah. So, not really loving this hairstyle. I kind of wish I had just taken the time to curl my hair, but I can curl my hair when the gifts are done and when my kids are here, but I can't wrap gifts when my kids are here. Tiny house issues. I could wrap gifts in the bedroom on the bed, but generally someone's napping in there, or I could totally see myself cutting the sheets by accident. Anyway, so moment of truth. I want you to really just stop. And I want you to think about how much money you've spent on Christmas gifts. How much money. How many gifts you got. Not just how much money you spent, but how many gifts you got. And just so you know, I think I look utterly ridiculous. Intentionally. It's gift wrapping time. If you watch the replay, you'll understand why I look like this. Anyway, how much money you spent on gifts. How many gifts you purchased. We're going to talk about that first before we talk about overextending your time. Are you pleased with the amount of money you've spent on Christmas? Think about it right now, not after the video. You're not going to go back and reevaluate this after the video. You're going to evaluate this right now. Are you pleased with how much money you've spent on gifts? Okay, next. Are you pleased with how many gifts you got? More is not always more. We realize that really quick with having kids. And there have been many years that we got our kids too many gifts. We didn't spend too much money at all. We got it at thrift stores or the dollar store or like something like that. But we realized there is a point when there's too many gifts and it overwhelms them. And you just see their eyes start to get dull and they get kind of greedy acting. And we went, whoa, we got too many gifts. So there seems to be a sweet spot there on how many gifts. Are you pleased with how many gifts you have for each person? More is not necessarily more. Honestly, less is more when it comes to gifts. I know that's not what everybody that's wanting us to consume stuff is saying. But when it comes to objects and how many objects there are, really less is more when it comes to gifts. So, some of you are feeling really depressed, really irritated with yourself, really stupid. How did I spend this much money? Some of you don't even realize how much money you spent, honestly. Like, can you give me a thumbs up if you're not even really sure how much money you spent on gifts? Because you just trickled them in here and there and you haven't really totaled up the price. I have a list right here of like all the gifts that I've been wrapping. We have family out of state, so I have to wrap gifts for family members who send things too. So I have a detailed list of what each person has and I have it totaled up, and it's crazy how quickly it adds up. So you may be feeling really stupid right now about how much money you spent, if you even know how much money you spent. You may be feeling stupid because you don't know how much money you spent. That's another reason to feel stupid. Let's see, what else? You may be feeling really dumb about how many items you got, and you're looking at them going like, in 6 months, this is going to be a decluttering project. Everything I just bought. I have a tip. We live in the age of returns. I know we all get carried away sometimes. We all get too much. Maybe other relatives bought your kids more things or bought you more things, or your spouse or whatever. Maybe you're starting to total it up and you're realizing Christmas is turning into a trash can 6 months from now and a Goodwill donation 2 months from now. So what are you going to do about it now? Are you going to just keep feeling stupid and guilty? Stupid and guilty and stupid and guilty and all the things, and arguing with your spouse because he finally realizes, where did all the money go? He finally realizes what you bought, or she finally realizes what you bought. We live in the age of returns. You can legit right now, when you get off of this video, you can go and you can take those little items, and a bunch of them are probably from Amazon, and you have free returns. You can choose which ones are actually kind of like a spontaneous purchase that you regret, that your kids probably aren't going to get that much joy out of. Your husband is probably not going to like that sweater that you picked out for him. And you can just return them. And you can feel better about Christmas. You can get to Christmas Day and feel at peace when you open gifts, because give me a thumbs up, please. I know you're watching. I see the number. You are watching. Can you give me a thumbs up if you've ever been unwrapping on Christmas Day? And that's when you have the little evaluation that you and I just did together. You're unwrapping gifts and you go, man, I really could have spent a lot of money. Man, like there's a lot of stuff here. Like we don't even have room to put this stuff. Like there's no room in the closet for this. There's no room in the kids' toy room for this. Wait a second, where are we putting all of this? That's why I'm saying do the evaluation now. Hi, Lucy. Hi, dear sweet Lucy. This is my gift wrapping outfit. I like to dress silly like an elf when I wrap gifts. So that's why I look like this. This is not really my favorite hairstyle. So anyway, now you can, oh, thank you for the heart. She knows I love hearts. Literally, do the evaluation now. I don't even care if you go to your tree and unwrap some gifts and you throw the paper in the trash and you return those bad boys. Like, oh, thank you for saying you love the outfit. I don't really care how you do it, but if you overspent or just bought too many, it's an overwhelming amount of stuff, please just go return it. There's no reason to not return it. I want you to hit Christmas Day and sit back and be like, I didn't overspend. I didn't buy too much stuff. My kids aren't overwhelmed. This feels good. That's what I want you to feel like on Christmas. I really want you to feel that way. So, getting ready to wrap this up. But before I wrap this up, I want to talk about overextending yourself on time. What are you going to do about that? You have like, what is it? Like 8 days? It's like 7 days till like Christmas Eve. So a week till Christmas Eve. We start our festivities on Christmas Eve per my family's tradition. So anyway, you got a week left to enjoy this Christmas. And if you're like us, Christmas goes well into January, like a week into January. So it's just like one big holiday bash. So that's why we have to make sure at our Christmas at home that we don't eat a bunch of junk food. Because by the time we go to this family and that family and this thing and that thing, and we eat a bunch of junk food, we are like, bleh, like the Grinch on like the live version Jim Carrey Grinch, when he's like at the party and he's just like over the puddings they made him eat. Have you ever felt like that? Can I have a heart if you felt like the Grinch, just like, don't give me another bite of junk food. So anyway, what are you going to do? You have a week to 2 weeks left to enjoy this season. You can literally go into your calendar and start cutting out the drama. Just cut out the things that don't even matter. Like really, I have like 3 live videos that I could do back to back, but I don't think you guys probably want to spend 30 minutes. I mean, you can comment if you want to spend 30 minutes watching me today. I have like 3 Christmas live videos in my head right now. And I keep wanting to diverge in those topics, but I'm staying with this topic, okay? I'm staying with you. So, return those bad boys and cut some things out of your schedule. And you'll get to actually like enjoy Christmas. And on Christmas Day, you won't feel the guilt and you won't feel the stress. And the day after Christmas, you won't feel the guilt and you won't feel the stress. Like, get proactive about your life and take the scissors. Aw, Lucy said she would watch me for 30 minutes. Thank you, Lucy. Just get drastic. Get drastic with your life. Get your scissors out and cut things out of your schedule. cut things out of your schedule and start living. Like, I've got a whole nother live video I want to do about Christmas movies. I'm not going to go there though. She says she feels like I'm low on energy and trying to keep the spirits up. Seems daunting. Yes. Evaluate right now. Like I said, not when you get off the video. Evaluate right now. What is causing? Get curious. It's like, get curious about your life. And I get it. I did it for years. I wasn't even curious. I wasn't curious about what signal my body was sending me. What signal is this? Like, just get curious. What exactly? Get out a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be a fancy journal. It can be like scrap paper. It can be wrapping paper, guys. Get out some wrapping paper. Why? What is making me feel stressed? I literally did this in one of my journals because I do have a journal for this. But I just was like, what exactly is making me feel stressed? Did I have to feel stressed? How could I have felt instead of feeling stressed? What could I have been proactive about instead? What mindset was I actually in that created the stress? Oh, wow. It really wasn't about my circumstances. It was about what I was thinking about my circumstances. So what's stressing you? Do you feel like you don't have the money to buy the gifts you're wanting to for your family? Do you feel like you spent too much money and now you're really like not wanting to have this conversation with your husband about how much money you spent? You can remedy this now. So Lucy, I want you to think about, and I want you to get curious about your low energy feeling today. What is going on? What is going on? Because it's hard to keep the spirits up, those Christmas spirits up, when you're feeling low energy. There is a thought that comes before your emotions every time. Like, there's no way around it. You've always thought a thought before you experienced emotions. And then you went and did off of your emotions. And then you have what you have right now. So go back through that. Lucy's one of my clients. She understands the faith formula and how we spiral down or spiral up. So she's good. She's on this. I know she's going to get off of here. I know right now she's evaluating, and I know she's probably going to take it further when she gets off of this video. She's not going to continue the scroll. She knows what to do. She said she needs to do a thought dump on paper and figure this out. Yes, thought dump. I love it. I love my clients. They're so smart. They're so well equipped. Yeah, she just needs to do a thought dump. And it's probably a really simple thing that's causing the low energy. And it's probably not even something she's going to have to go and do. It's probably something she's just going to have to rethink. She's going to have to choose her thought. That's going to totally flip her emotions. And she is going to have like the most festive day. Like, there's a reason why she's feeling this way, and she's going to go and figure it out. So anyway, stop the scroll, guys. Do what I just said to do. Change your story. You hold this. Well, looky here. You hold the scissors. You can cut things out of your schedule. Okay. That Christmas party that I'm dreading and I'm just going to because I feel like I have to. You're gone. Okay. Oh, wow. I really overspent on the item. That item is not worth it, and my kids really aren't even going to notice it's not there. Not buying that. Returning that. Okay, yeah, we're not eating that junk food on Christmas because we can have, like, healthier versions and stay healthy and actually enjoy the holiday instead of grouching. Oh, those dye-filled candy canes. We're not doing that either. Like, okay, you've heard me enough, guys. Like I said, I could talk to you guys for, like, an hour. Easy. No problem. But I'm going to get off of here. Keep looking for my videos. I will be back to talk to you about all things Christmas this week.